All right, so today I'll just share the document with you and we can see what it's all about. Okay, so everybody, you can just tell me if you can see the screen clearly.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, awesome. That's great. Okay, so as you can all see, we're going to talk about procrastination. Okay, so procrastination is the act of delaying something that must be done. So yeah, putting things off, hey? I think we're all a little bit guilty of that. Yeah, I think in everyday stuff that we have to do, sometimes we do procrastinate a little bit. We tend to put things off till a bit later. So that's what we'll be talking about today. As you can see on the page, we've got an idiom, actually two idioms, that will actually it goes very well with our topic today. As you can see, the idiom says there, drag your feet. So when you drag your feet, you are deliberately acting slower. You're delaying something. As it says there, delay or show reluctance in doing something. So yeah, you're putting something off, all right? If you're dragging your feet, okay, that's one idiom. And then also we have an example. If you drag your feet on this decision, we might lose the opportunity. Okay, so that's just a little sentence to show you how we can use the idiom. If you drag your feet on this decision, we might lose the opportunity, indicating that if you take too long, you might miss out. Okay? Okay. And then we also have telltale sign, refers to an indication or piece of evidence that reveals or indicates something. Okay, there we go. We've got an example here. The sudden change in her behavior was a telltale sign that she was unhappy with her job. All right. So we'll see as we go along with the information that we're going to read today, we'll see how we can fit these idioms in. All right. Okay, excellent. So I'd love it if all of you could read for us. We're just going to go through the key vocabulary. As always, we have some words that we will see in our text. Procrastination, delaying something you should do. All right. The example there is, I often procrastinate when I have to start a difficult project. Okay. Negative consequences, bad results or effects. Okay, that's the meaning. Example, he didn't think about the negative consequences before making his choice. All right. And then overwhelming, very difficult to deal with. So when something is overwhelming, it's too much. For example, he experienced overwhelming stress before the presentation. All right. So these are just little example sentences to show you how we can use the word, but you will also see the words in the reading that we are going to do today. Okay, so chronic is one of our words as well, happening frequently over a long time. So the example there is, she is a chronic procrastinator who always finishes tasks at the last minute. Okay, so putting things off, hey? Okay, self-confidence, belief in your own abilities. Example, she gained self-confidence after successfully completing the project. All right, so, and also our last one there, distraction, something that takes your attention away. So, for example, he turned off his phone to avoid distraction during the meeting. All right. So these are our words for today. Okay, procrastination, negative consequences, overwhelming, chronic, self-confidence, and distraction. Okay, excellent, everybody. So I'd love it if everyone could participate. You can just raise your hand and we can all have a turn to read today. So paragraph number 1. Who'd like to volunteer to read?
Yes.
Osama, thank you so much.
I want to read.
Thank you. I've got Osama who had his hand up. That's great. Thank you, Osama.
Why do so many people procrastinate? Many people believe. I
Can
have
I help
some.
you? Let me
Many
help
people
you.
believe procrastination is simply laziness.
Okay.
However, psychologists say it is more complicated than that.
Procrastination.
Procrastination is the habit of delaying important tasks, even when we know there may be negative consequences. Instead of doing what we need to do, we choose activities that are easier or more enjoyable. According
Thank you.
to research,
Thanks. Sorry,
yeah.
Osama. Thanks so much. Very nice. We're going to give everybody a turn. So thank you so much. We're going to break the paragraphs down. Appreciate your reading. Thank you. Okay, so Mohammed Sarash, would you like to read the next article, the next
Yes, yes, I
paragraph?
hear you. Yeah.
Thank you.
According to research by Pickle, procrastination is often connected to emotion, not time management. When a task makes us feel anxious, bored, and insecure, insecure,
Insecure?
yeah, insecure, insecure. We may avoid it to a product on or mood. For example, a person might delay writing a report because they are afraid it will not be good enough. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Awesome. Abdul Kadir, thank you. We can just read the next little paragraph for us. Thank you.
Okay. Another well-known researcher, Joseph Ferrari, explains that chronic procrastinators are not just poor planners. Many of them struggle with self-confidence and fear of failure. By postponing a task, they create an excuse. If they fail, they can blame the lack of time instead of their ability.
Absolutely. Okay, so let's just stop there because we've already read 3 paragraphs. So in these 3 paragraphs, all right, we've already seen now that procrastination, some people think it's laziness. However, there's another side to it. It isn't necessarily laziness. Isn't that interesting? So, no, it's not laziness. There are a lot of emotions connected to procrastination. Okay. And then also, we've seen now that postponing a task is because we might be scared of failure. Okay. All right. So, thank you so much, Abdul Kadir. Thank you for that reading.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Habiba, can you read from Modern Technology? Thank you.
Yes, I will be continuing. Modern technology also makes procrastinations easier. Social media platforms like Facebook and Instagram are designed to capture our attention. A quick 5-minute break can easily turn into an hour of scrolling. The sequences of the
Okay,
procrastination.
you can stop there. Thank you, Habiba. I just want to give
Okay.
everybody a turn. Thanks so much. Thank you. Hi there, Loredana. Welcome.
Good morning, teacher. Sorry,
Hi.
I'm so late today. Sorry.
No problem. No problem. Lovely to have you.
Can I
Hi.
read?
Yes, please. Yes, thank you
Okay,
so much.
sorry.
There we go. So we're
The
going to start
consequence.
here.
Okay.
Thank you.
The consequences of procrastination can be serious. It may lead to stress, poor performance at work, and damaged relationship. However, There are practical ways to manage it. Breaking tasks into smaller steps makes them feel less overwhelming. Setting clear deadlines and removing distraction can also help. Most importantly, experts suggest being kind to yourself. Accepting uncomfortable emotions instead of avoiding them is often the first step toward action.
Very nice. Thank you so much there, Loredana. Thank
teacher.
you. Awesome. Hi, Azra. Welcome. Hi there.
Hi,
Hi, you
Stella.
well? Are
Thank
you
you.
good?
Thank you.
Lovely.
Thank you so much.
Would you like to read the last for us?
Yes, I can read.
Thank
I
you.
can continue. Okay.
Awesome.
I'm ready. Can I read?
Yes, thank you so much.
Okay. Procrastination is a common human experience. Understanding its emotional causes can help us develop healthier habits and become more productive. Summary of
Awesome. Okay, we'll stop there. Thank you so
Okay.
much, Azra. Awesome. Good reading. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, Azra.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so awesome. Thank you for the good reading, everybody. So as you can see, what we've learned so far, who would like to comment on the paragraphs that what can you bring out some points that you've noticed about procrastination? Mohammed Sarash, what do you think? What would you like to comment on?
What, teacher?
Would you like to comment on something that you learned in the paragraph? Is there anything you'd like
I'm
to
not
say?
ready, teacher. Excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm not ready.
Oh, okay, no problem, no problem. So Abdul Kadir, is there anything you'd like to add with before we go on with regards to the paragraphs? Anything that
Sure.
you'd, yeah.
Okay. We started to talking about the reasons of procrastination. According to the text, it is not because of just laziness. The
Yes.
reasons are more complicated, like anxiety or getting bored or feeling insecure about the task. We are trying to keep or protect our mood. That's why we can procrastinate or delay our tasks. Another reasons, for example, feeling of fear or lack of confidence, self-confidence. We are not sure about our abilities, and we are fear of consequences. And possible solutions for this bad habit is maybe dividing the tasks to small parts and removing the distractions. Also, we can also set clear goals, clear deadlines to be able to finish a task on time. Also, in my opinion, we need a good, how can we say, helper or guide. You know, we we should find a good guide for tasks. For example, you are aiming to start workout, doing exercises, but you keep procrastinating it because you don't know how to do it
Right.
effectively. If you find a good coach or trainer, uh, it will be a motivating factor
Yes.
and make the task easier, I think.
Absolutely. That's such a good point, Abdul Kadir. I think a lot of the times why we put things off is because we don't know where to start. Like you say, just having someone to guide you would really get you going. And that's such a
Yes.
good example about, trying to work out, but you actually have no idea where to begin. That is such a
Yes.
good example. Yes, I love that example. Brilliant.
Many times we don't know how to start and how to do.
Yes.
That's why we keep procrastinating it.
Right. And I think that happens to all of us. It doesn't matter who we are, where we're from, or any of it. It affects all of us in some way. I mean, I'm guilty of it. I put stuff off, and then I start panicking because now I have to rush to get things done because I put it off. But what's interesting is what I appreciated about this article is that it doesn't necessarily mean we are lazy. And in the past, I know that they just call it laziness. But there's so much more to it, eh? There's so many more emotions involved here. So it's nice to dig a little deeper into the topic. And we can see that it's not just laziness. There's a lot more involved here. Like our emotions play such a big role here. Yeah, absolutely. So thank you for that. Awesome. Okay,
You're
so
welcome.
what we'll do, fantastic. What we'll do is we have some tips, things that we can look into. So I'll ask each one of you to maybe each of us can read one tip, all right? And then once we've read the tips, then we can get into the questions and we can take our discussion further, right? So let's read on. We've got a summary of tips for overcoming procrastination, but it's not something that's going to happen overnight. It's something that, like it says here, the first one speaks about awareness. So maybe we're not even aware that we're procrastinating. So I think the first thing is being aware, becoming aware that we are actually procrastinating or delaying things. Okay. So, Osama, would you like to read the first one? Awareness.
Yeah,
Okay,
awareness.
yeah.
Thank you.
Awareness. Reflect on the reason why you procrastinate, your habits and thoughts that led to procrastinating.
Absolutely. That's the first thing. We need to become aware. What's happening? Why is it happening? Eh? Thank you so much. Okay, the next one, assess. Who would like to read that one?
Yes,
Anybody
I
want to
would like
volunteer?
to. Yeah, okay. What assess what feelings lead to procrastinating and how does it make you feel? Are these positive, productive feelings? Do you want to change them?
Yes, thank you so much. Good. Okay, our next tip there is outlook. Anybody want to volunteer for that? Abdul Kadir?
Okay, so I can continue.
If you
Okay.
don't mind, I'll ask Abdul Kadir. Thank you so much.
Outlook. Alter your perspective. Alter your perspective. Looking at a big task in terms of smaller pieces makes it less intimidating. Look for what's appealing about or what you want to get out of an assignment beyond just the grade.
Yes, thank you, Abdul Kadir. Azra, thank you. Would you like to read commit?
Yes.
Thank you.
Uh, if you feel stuck, start simply by commit. If you feel stuck, start simply by committing to complete a small task, any task, and write it down. Finish it and reward yourself. Write down on your schedule or to-do list only what you can completely commit to. And if you write it down, follow through no matter what. By doing so, you will slowly rebuild trust in yourself that you will really you do what you say you will, which you many procrastination procrastinators have lost.
Yes, true. Thank you, Asra. Thank you so much. Okay, anybody else want to take a turn? Anybody else? There we go, Loredana. Thank you. Surroundings.
Surrounding. When doing school work, choose wisely where and with whom you are working. Repeatedly placing yourself in situations where you don't get much done, such as studying in your bed, at a cafe, or with friends, can actually be a kind of procrastination, a method, and avoiding work.
Yes, so true. Thank you, Loredana. Habiba, thank you. Will you read goals for us?
Yes.
Thank you.
Goals focus on what you want to do, not what you want to avoid. Think about the productive reasons for doing a task by setting positive, concrete, meaningful learning and achievement goal for yourself. Be
Thank you so
realistic.
much. I'll just give somebody else a turn there. Thanks,
Okay,
Habiba.
sorry.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. Who else would like to read? Be realistic. Let me see who else we have. Okay, Mohammed, would you like to read that one?
Yes, teacher. Be
Thank you.
realistic. Yeah, be realistic. Achieving goals and changing habits takes time and effort. Don't sabotage yourself by having unrealistic expectation that you cannot meet.
Yes, thank you so much, Mohammed. And then the last one there is self-talk. Anybody else want to try and read for us? Okay, Loredana, can you read the last one for us?
Self-talk. Notice how you are thinking and talking to yourself. Talk to yourself in a way that remind you of your goals and replace old, counterproductive habits of self-talk. Instead of saying, I wish I hadn't, say, I will.
Yes, nice positive there. I will get it done. I have to get it done. Thank you, Loredana. That's awesome. All right, so we're going to look at our questions and then the discussion is open. So look, the questions are just a guide. So feel free to comment. We've got 5 questions. We can all talk about it. Why is procrastination not simply laziness? Abdul Kadir?
Okay, according to the article, it is mostly psychological. It is about our moods and our fears or about self-confidence. Also, maybe lack of enough information, or lack of ability, maybe sometimes.
Yes.
These are, combination of many reasons are the reason of procrastination.
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Thank you, Abdul Kadir.
You're welcome.
Osama? Thank you. Osama,
Yes.
what to add there?
Yeah. Number
Hmm.
2, how are emotions connected to procrastination? I think, in my opinion, that depression is another reason of that make you more procrastinating, okay, of doing things. And the opposite is happiness. When you are more happy, you can do more things, okay.
Hmm?
And but if you are depressed, you don't
Yeah,
want to do anything,
yeah, yeah,
just you are depressed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Which shows how our emotions are so connected to procrastination. Hey, it's not just about laziness or not wanting to get anything done. It really runs deeper. Hey, Osama, you agree with that? Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely our emotions play. And you know what? We don't realize how it's actually holding us back, unfortunately. That's why it's important we take little steps because it is something that we need to get over. We need to try and tackle it, okay, in small ways. Okay, start small. That's one of the tips that we're given. Don't set goals that are way too high for you to reach because it makes you feel like you're failing if you can't reach those goals. So I think setting realistic goals are very important. Be realistic about what you can achieve and start small, little things on a daily basis. Eh? Yeah. Azra, what do you say?
About the third question.
Sure, sure. We're going to
Yeah.
just keep the conversation running. Thank you.
Okay, why might fear of failure cause someone to delay a task? Because the failure is a negative things that never anybody never have that in their life. So we have a natural fear about the failure, and we don't want to have it. So it is I think it is the first basic reason that we don't want to it in our life, and it is we after that we postpone our and we put off our tasks that we have anxious about it, and we are not master to do that. So we have afraid of the failure, and we
Yes,
can do that.
yes, it's a very real thing, eh? It's very real. Thank you, Azra. Abiba, would you like to continue there or comment on number 3?
Yes, number 4.
Sure.
How does technology contribute to procrastination? We are all day we scrolling Facebook and Instagram. We don't
Mm,
know the time. Is we think that it's just a little reels, or the time is too tiny, or it's a minute, but or the second. But we scrolling for hours and hours, and we do not. Uh, yes, we do not know that's a lot of time wasting. Then, when we delay a real task, for example, when I want to clean the house or a specific thing, I will scrolling for hours, and knowing that I realize that the time is up, and there is no time to clean, and delay to another day, and that's over and over, and the
right.
clean become dirty.
I know exactly. Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
So look, it's so true, Obi, but we don't realize the time just passes. Like you said, before we know it, 3, 4 hours have passed, and we thought it was just going to be a few minutes, you know.
Yes,
And when we
yes.
look again, the whole day's gone, and we're like, "What? What happened to the day?" So yes, social media it plays a massive role, eh? Absolutely. Thank you for that. Okay, so also what I wanted to ask about social media was when we look at what other people are sort of achieving on social media, do you think that also contributes to our fear of sort of, reaching our goals? Do you think social media plays a role in our fear of reaching our goals? How do you think social media affects us?
When
What
we
do you
see
think?
other when we see other people have their achievement, we have this moment to think that how did they do it? We are in the same place. We are in the same planet. What's happening? We have the same time they have. Uh, the the point is they are don't lose the time on the social media. They uh, work in the real life, not in the social media time. They don't waste their time. Maybe they waste a little bit time on social media, but not like us. We are day and night, morning and night. That's a lot of time wasting, and we don't realize that's a lot of time waste. And
Yes.
maybe it's frustrating us to be like that, and that will make the issue be more bigger than we thought, and make us frustration for and be happy with it. We don't know what to do. We will delay it. Well, we are not lazy, like your article said, but we are just frustration of the what's happening to us, and see other people like our age or energy making a glory, and we are in the same point. That's it.
So true, Abiba. So it is a little bit of a vicious circle. If you want to talk about, the social media, then we see what's happening, and then we get a little bit stuck in that loop because we're watching what other people are doing, and now we've also delayed another day, and it makes us feel bad because we still haven't reached that goal. So it's a little bit of a loop that we're stuck in, eh? So yeah, it can be very difficult to get out of that loop. So let's look at some tips like we did before. Let's look at one of them. I think a very important one here, if we look at question 5, what solutions are suggested? Let's just have a look at our tips here. I think that, what do you say? You guys can all comment. What about self-talk? Don't you think that self-talk is so important? What we tell ourselves? Abdul Kadir, what do you think?
Um, Actually, it is not my habit, but I think we can say, silent talks. Our thoughts are a kind of self-talk. We always think or deeply think about our goals and the failures, sometimes
Yeah.
mistakes about in the way to the goal, towards the goal. And this is a kind of self-talk. And if if we keep being positive, it works. Otherwise, it makes the situation worse. But mostly self-talks are advised uh, by many experts. And if we do these productive self-talks, it can work regarding to achieving our goals.
Yes, yes. I think self-talk plays a major role in actually getting up and
Mhm.
tackling something for the day, regardless of how small it is. Um, Even if it's just taking a walk around the block, let's just use that example. But just telling yourself, today I'm going to get out of bed and I'm going to walk and do something positive, even if it is just a walk around the block. But it's about telling yourself over and over that today I want to accomplish something.
Mhm.
Today I want to get up, I want to do this. So yeah, I think self-talk, like you say, sometimes we think about
I
what we have, sorry, what were you going to say?
There was a saying I couldn't remember. To see the half of the glass
Right.
full
Yes.
part. What
Do you
was
see
it?
do you see the glass half full or half empty?
Yes. Uh, if we make this habit, to seeing the half, full part of the glass.
Right.
It would be a good way of motivating ourselves.
Definitely. Absolutely. So we want to try and see the glass half full. Okay. Let's try and be a bit more positive. Excellent. Excellent.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Osama, what would you like to add there?
Yes. I suggest that if you want to be more full of life, more motivated, is that you need to be more connected to earth than your social media or your phone. You need to change your routine, go to the sun, do like exercise, uh, make new friend, be more social, real social with people, not on social media, mainstream media. Okay, that will change your mind, reduce stress, depression, and make you more happy and more likely to do more things you like to do.
So true, Osama. That connection, that real life connection, that is what we should be reaching out for, hey? Real life connections. Absolutely. Thank you, Osama. Good
Yeah.
point. Love that point. Hanani, welcome. Hi there.
Hello, teacher. How are you doing?
Hi. Fine, and you?
I'm doing well. It's always lovely
Great.
to see you again.
Oh, lovely to see you too. Thank you, Hanani. Thank you for joining, eh?
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Would you like to join in the conversation?
Yeah, sure.
So we're talking about
So,
all these. Yes, you can go ahead.
sorry, what's the topic? I just
We were
came in.
talking about. So we're talking about procrastination, meaning something that we are delaying. So procrastination means when we put things off and we just don't
Yeah.
get to these things. We keep delaying it. But the article brought out that there are many reasons why that's happening. It's not laziness, okay? It's more about
Exactly.
our emotions. It's what we are feeling. So our emotions are connected here. Yeah.
Yeah,
What would you
exactly.
like to say?
Well, procrastination is like a problem that many people are struggling with. And I think some of the reasons of this problem is when I have seen a video that mentioned that the scare of being successful, or but for example, if I have a business, but I am afraid, what if that business succeeded, and the responsibilities and the jobs that I'm going to do later. So these feelings and these thoughts like hold me back any action to that business really working. And also, I think whenever you don't have a plan for your goal is most of the time make you procrastinate. You don't know what to do. You don't know what's the first place, what the second step, what you are going to, what is your plan B if in case that plan A didn't work. So yeah, I think these some of the reasons that make people procrastinate.
Yes, good point. Having a plan, it's so important, Nani. And it doesn't have to be a big, massive, you can start small. I'm very big, like as the article also brought out, it's showing you start small steps daily. Yeah,
Exactly. This is
definitely.
the very crucial importance. Yeah, like people they are just waiting. No, I'm waiting for the moment to come. They want everything to be perfect, and this is the issue. Things will be perfect if you start with the small steps. If you make mistakes today, later you won't do the same mistakes. You won't do any mistakes, and you will be perfect. But just waiting to start perfectly, this is the main issue, the main problem that like won't take you anywhere.
Yes, yes. So being too perfectionistic, Everything's got to be
Exactly.
perfect. Nothing is perfect in this world. And I think the quicker that we
Yeah.
acknowledge that, the better for ourselves. Nothing is perfect. People make mistakes all the time, and that's fine because it's part of
Exactly.
learning.
We will
How do we
improve
learn if we aren't
through
going to
the
make
way.
mistakes? Yes, absolutely. Good points brought out there. Thank you, Anani. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, so we're also going to look at awareness. I'm just sort of, we're just going over the points again. Awareness, I think being aware of where you're at, why do you feel the way you do? Assess your feelings, very important to kind of be honest with yourself as to the reason why you are delaying this particular project or whatever it is that you'd like to do. I think being honest with yourself, figure out why you are feeling the way you do, okay? And reach out. Osama brought out a good point. Reach out to real people, not just online. Human connection, very important, eh? Okay, good. So the question number 5 is actually just talking about all these little tips. As you can see there, what solutions are suggested, okay? Would anybody else like to comment on any more suggestions? You're welcome to give your opinion on anything. It's fine. It's open conversation. So feel free to give us your take on it. Abdul Kadir?
Okay, I think another suggestion can be being clear about our goals. Yani, I mean, we
Yeah.
should be certain about what we want and the
True.
importance of this goal for us. Some goals are not really significant. That's why they can be procrastinate, and the lack of importance make us or force, how can we say, drive us to more delay them.
Yes.
That's why we should be sure about our goals, the importance, their importance for us, and also we should be how can I? We should know ourselves. We should know what we
Yeah.
are.
Be aware. Absolutely. Self-awareness, eh?
Self-awareness, yes, as you said, yes.
Very good, Abdul Kadir. So we're looking inward. We need to figure it out. What do we really want? So that is so
Yes.
important. That's important, like, self-awareness. What do I
Mhm.
really want? Absolutely. Good point, Abdul Kadir. Love that.
You're welcome.
Okay, good. Azra, what would you like to you can comment? Azra?
Yes, I want to add
Okay.
something about the
Sure.
self-awareness. The self-awareness is a little about the analyzing ourselves and what weakness or what strengths sides we have. If you know ourselves very good and aware of about ourselves, we could say to self, yes, this is could be my goal, and I can reach this goal for at that time or for 2026 2027. Yeah,
Yes.
but if you don't know our strengthened sides or weakened sides, and maybe we can't do it at all, and if I put it in our goal, maybe it would frustrate us, and it would be a failure. And
Yeah.
so I want to say just the awareness of ourselves. could analyze ourselves.
Yes, that's where we start, I think, hey, Azra? We start there and then we take it from there, like really be honest with ourselves. Yeah, very good, very good. Excellent. Okay, wonderful.
Thank you.
So what we'll do is I just want to just go over we learned 2 idioms today. Anybody would like to comment on our idioms for today? Abdul Kadir?
May I ask
Yes,
what
sure.
is the relation of the second idiom with the topic? I couldn't understand. Telltale sign.
Yeah. A telltale sign is when we look at, I think that is within our behavior. A telltale sign is something that we can look at ourselves and realize something's not right. You're looking inward, like a piece of evidence of your behavior that's showing you, oh dear, something isn't right here because I keep delaying and I am procrastinating. What is wrong? So a telltale sign sort of gives your behavior away in the sense that we have to be aware of what's happening to us and be honest with ourselves. Is this happening to me? How can I overcome it?
Is this a kind of manifesting the emotions on the face?
Yes, yes, sort of seeing through your daily habits. I think your daily habits could also be a telltale sign. Your daily habits, the way you are, maybe you're not reaching out to people anymore, you're withdrawing. These are telltale signs that sort of are there because our emotions aren't we're not sort of looking at ourselves. Our emotions are a bit rough at the moment, we're not feeling ourselves. There's a lot of little signs along the way.
Maybe, for example, we used to do a task very enthusiastic way before,
Yes,
but now we don't want to do it very eagerly. This is reflecting our behaviors.
right.
This is the telltale sign.
Yes, yes. So
Okay.
a telltale sign is going to definitely show through your behavior in your work, like you've used that example. So I also used the example of this lady, the sudden change in her behavior. It showed that she was unhappy. Something wasn't right. Okay.
Okay.
So it kind of boils down to, we're back to the part of awareness, being aware. Okay. So we
Okay,
can
thank
fit,
you.
sure. So we can fit these 2 idioms into our lives as well by hopefully not dragging our feet. Okay. So if you're dragging your feet, you are deliberately delaying. Okay. So that's our first idiom. And our second one was telltale sign. Okay. So everybody, also let's have a look at quickly recap on our vocabulary for today. So our key vocabulary was procrastination, negative consequences, all right, overwhelming, okay, chronic, self-confidence, and distraction. All right. So these are all words that we used because there's so many distractions, okay, that could help it, that it's delaying things in our minds because we're so distracted. All right. Self-confidence also plays a big role when it comes to procrastination. All right. Like the example shows you, a chronic procrastinator, it's something that's happening frequently, okay? And then also we have overwhelming, negative consequences, and once again, procrastination. So thanks, everybody. That's our class for today. It was a very interesting discussion. I appreciate all your lovely comments. Awesome. Does anybody have any questions so far? We have a few minutes left. Does anybody else have any questions or anything else they'd like to add? No? Okay. All right, lovely. So lovely to see all of you, and thank you for the awesome participation. Much appreciated. Yeah,
Thank you,
I appreciate
teacher.
everything. So we'll see each other next week again. Thank
See
you
you,
so
teacher.
much.
Take care,
Thank
Joseph.
you. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Teacher,
Bye. Sorry?
I see something. Sorry to disturb.
Sure.
If possible, can you share the PDF in WhatsApp or maybe in Telegram?
Yes, I'll do that. No problem. I'll send it. I'll send it in WhatsApp. Yes, sure. No problem. You're welcome. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.